Hello everyone. Let's understand what are the different type of fractions. Now fractions are of three types. The first one is the proper fraction. Proper fraction means where the numerator is smaller than denominator and the value of fraction is always less than one whole. So look at this example. Let's see what fraction this image represents. It is one third. So numerator is smaller than denominator and the value of this fraction is less than 1. So one third is a proper fraction. Let's talk about the second type, which is an improper fraction. As the name says improper, it is opposite to the proper fraction, where numerator is greater than denominator and the value of fraction is always greater than one whole. Let's see what fraction does this image represent. So for the first circle, the fraction is 3 over 3. For the second one, it is 3 over 3. And for the third one, it's 1 over 3. And if I add all of them, the fraction is 7 out of 3. 7, which is numerator, is greater than 3, which is denominator, and the fraction as a whole is greater than 1. So this is an improper fraction. Let's talk about the third example, which is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction, as the name suggests mixed, it's a combination or sum of a whole number and a proper fraction. Now let's see how to write this image in terms of fraction. So this is a one whole, this is the second whole, plus one third of this circle. So I can write this as 2 1 over 3, where 2 represents two wholes and one third of the next image. So 2 plus 1 over 3 to one third is a mixed fraction. Now let's understand how to convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. We have to follow certain steps to do that. So let's take the first one. 7 3 over 5. 7 is a whole number, 3/5 is a proper fraction, so 7 3 over 5 is a mixed number. Let's see how to convert it into improper fraction. We need to go step by step. Step number 1, multiply the whole number by the denominator. So let's do that. Let's multiply 7 times 5. Step 2, add the product to the numerator. It's 3 in this case. And keep the original denominator, which is 5. So 7 times 5 is 35 plus 3 over 5, which is 38 over 5. Now 38 and 5 do not have any common factor except 1, so it is already in the simplest form. This is my answer. Let's try the second one. 8 2 over 7, so I'm going to do the same steps. I'm going to do 8 times 7, add the numerator, keep the denominator same, which is 7. So 7 times 8 is 56 plus 2 over 7. My answer is 58 over 7. Now again, 58 and 7 do not have any common factor except 1, so it is already in the simplest form. 58 over 7 is my answer. Now if you want, you can pause the video and try the next two by yourself. Alright, so now let's check this. Same steps, 6 times 6. So multiply whole number by the denominator. Add numerator to the product. So it is 1 in this case. Keep the denominator same. So it's going to be 36 plus 1 over 6. My answer is 37 over 6. Now 37 and 6 do not have any common factor. So this is my answer. I hope you got this correct. Let's try the next one. I'm going to multiply whole number with the denominator. 10 times 12. Add the product with the numerator, which is 2 here. Keep the denominator same, which is 12. That's going to be 120 plus 2 over 12, which is 122 over 12. Now 122 and 12 have a common factor, and that is 2. Divide both numerator and denominator by 2. My answer is 61 over 6. So 61 and 6 do not have any common factor except 1. I'll leave as is. Let's understand how to convert improper fractions to mixed numbers. We have to follow certain steps in doing that. Let's take the first example. 14 over 5. So 14 is a numerator, 5 is a denominator. Let's divide the numerator by the denominator. So 14 divided by 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 4 is a remainder. Write down the quotient as the whole number. So 2 is a quotient which becomes the whole number. I'm going to write 2 as the whole number. Write the remainder as the numerator. So 4, which is a remainder, becomes the numerator. So 4. And the denominator stays the same. So I have to write it over original denominator, which is 5. So 2, 4 over 5 is my answer. Let's try the next one. 32 divided by 6. So 32, which is the numerator, divided by 6, which is denominator. 6 times 5 is 30. 2 is a remainder. So 5, which is a quotient, becomes the whole number. I'm going to write 5 here. 2, which is a remainder, becomes the numerator. So this becomes 2. And the denominator stays the same, which is 6. Now I can further simplify 2 and 6 by the common factor, which is 2 and 2. So I can write this fraction as 5 1/3. Now if you want, you can pause the video and try next two by yourself. Okay, let's do the next one. 47 over 6. So 47 is a numerator, 6 is the denominator. 6 times 7 is 42. 7 minus 2 is 5. 4 minus 4 is 0. 5 is the remainder. So 7, which is a quotient, becomes the whole number. So I'm going to write 7 here. 5, which is the remainder, becomes the numerator. So 5 goes up here and denominator stays the same, which is 6. Now it is already in the simplest form. This is my answer. I hope you get this correct. Let's move on to the next one. 26 divided by 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 26 minus 24, 2 is a remainder. 8, which is a quotient, becomes the whole number. So I'm going to write 8 here as a whole number. 2, which is a remainder, becomes numerator. So 2. And denominator stays the same, which is 3. Now it is already in the simplest form. 8 2/3 is my answer. So I hope you have understood the concept of type of fractions and how to convert mixed to improper and improper to mixed fractions. Thank you for watching, and if you want to watch more such videos, please subscribe to my channel Key to Math.